Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully it's not going to cut off like these lives be doing. But hello, everyone. Welcome to my daily live. I am Denise Nice, aka Denny in Virginia, aka the newest professional unprofessional voice actor, aka Abundanicia, multi-billionaire extraordinaire, and this is my daily live. So I wanted to go live because I just got back from an event that was available to me because I just recently joined co-working. And so I was like, why not? I'm already here. Let's just go on over there. So I went to the event and it was catered towards small businesses. But I digress. That's not the point. What I wanted to go live to talk very briefly about is that it got me thinking about my past behaviors, and I'm going to be chastising mainly myself. But if this is you also, I just want you to be more considerate moving forward. It's not about what you did in the past, it's about getting that conviction and moving forward with integrity and righteousness. So basically, this was an event that actually was a ticketed event. It was a free event, but it still was ticketed. So you had to go on Eventbrite and you had to get your ticket and register and everything so they can make your name tag so that they can make sure that they have enough food for everybody because it was a free event with free food. And everybody loves that free food and free drinks. And so the thing that got me thinking is that when I went to get a ticket for the event, because I was told about it like a couple hours before it even started, I was reminded about it in an email. So I was like, okay, let me just sign up for it. I sign up, I go to the Eventbrite site and it says that the event has been sold out. So I was a little bummed, but I was like, well, I got an email from this one person saying that they would love to see more representatives from this space in that event. So why not just go and just show them the email and hopefully they'll understand. Hopefully there'll be space for me. So I go and I end up just being like, hey, the event was sold out, so I didn't actually register, but I got an email inviting me to come to this event. And so we're like, okay, that's cool. We paused for a little bit, and then he just let me write my own name tag, and I got to enjoy the event as usual, and it was pretty good. But the thing that I wanted to talk about, I digress, a very long introduction. The thing that I wanted to talk about was the fact that at the end of the event, we noticed, looking at the table of name tags, notice how I'm saying the table of name tags, and this is the end of the event. It is still littered with name tags. And so mentally, I took note and was like, that means every single person, every single name tag on that table was a person who signed up and didn't show up. And it just got me thinking about how each individual who signed up for this event, free event, networking event, free food, free drinks, everyone who signed up and didn't show up essentially robbed someone else of an opportunity. And that hurt. And it's something that I haven't considered in the past before, but it's just seeing it physically and knowing that every single one of those name tags was a person who signed up and didn't show up for it, just got me thinking about all the things that I signed up for and never showed up for. And I apologize for it. I got to repent for that because, wow, I really was just lying on people saying that I would go to something and I didn't end up going. And so moving forward, I just want you to think about it when you are going to sign up for an event. I'm not talking about virtual things, okay? Those rarely have a cap. Virtual things don't really count because it's like you can sign up for 1 billion of them. It won't make a difference. I'm talking about in-person events that have a cap, right? There's a capacity. There's a maximum occupancy that they can reach. And once they reach that maximum, more and more people are allowed. Otherwise, the fire marshal will come knocking on the door, right? Before you sign up for any of those events, I want you to be sure in your heart that you have 100% intentions of going, unless there are any extenuating circumstances. Understand, for some of those people, life was probably life, and something could have happened. There could have been an emergency. I understand that. However, the sheer volume, the sheer number of tags that I saw makes me believe that it's just people who signed up for it and didn't show up, as I have in the past. Like I said, this is really me chastising myself. And so before you do something like that, when you sign up for a good event, a networking event, some type of event, really consider, are you going to make every effort to go to that event? Are you going to make every effort to keep your word, your digital word, when you sign up for it? Whether it's free or paid, are you going to go? Especially if it's free, okay? Because if it's ticketed and it's free and they reach the cap and sold out, I, as someone who's been looking for this opportunity all my life and was so excited because finally I can afford to go, it's free, it's right down the street from me. I go to click and I see sold out. And I start to cry because I missed my chance. And then turns out there are about 50 people who signed up and didn't show up. But because I saw it was sold out, I didn't even go. And so thinking of it from that perspective is just really making me contemplate my word, my actions, signing up for all these events. And like, if I don't intend to go, just don't sign up. Like I said, I'm not talking about virtual events, okay? I'm talking about in-person events, because it's essentially when you sign up for that thing, it's you saying you have your intentions to go. That person is looking forward to seeing you. You have been accounted for. They're expecting you to go. And then for you to just not show up because you didn't feel like it, you to just not show up because, whatever. I'm sure there'll be another one. What if there isn't? What if there isn't? What if that was your only opportunity to network with those people? What if that was your only opportunity where there was like a special guest that showed up? You never know who you're gonna meet, what's gonna happen, who's gonna be there, how it's gonna actually go down. You never know. And so if you don't really want to make every effort to go, and you're just kind of like, I don't know if I want to go, don't sign up. Don't sign up until you know for a fact you want to go. Because if you think about it, do you really want to rob someone who would have treasured that opportunity because you didn't feel like going? Like, it's really got me convicted right now because of all the things that I've signed up for and didn't show up to. You're robbing people. You're robbing them of opportunities. Opportunities that should have been a blessing to them. You rob them of that. Because when they see that sold out on that ticket page, more than likely they're not even going to try to go because it's been sold out. Maximum occupancy. Too late. But in actuality, there's a bunch of lazy people who can't keep their word. Like I said, I understand extenuating circumstances, but in this case, I saw far too many names on that table for a sold out event. Far too much food left over for a sold out event. Far too many empty tables for a sold out event because people were too lazy to show up. People didn't care enough to sign up for something and to want to keep their word to actually go. And so I just want to end with some scripture because it kind of made me think of it. I don't think it's 100% relatable, not 100%, it's not, tit for tat, but I think it's adjacent to this situation. And so basically today I was in Matthew, and so this is going to come from Matthew chapter 5, verses 33 through 37 about oaths. This is the ESV version. Again, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform to the Lord what you have sworn. But I say to you, do not take an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God, or by the earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. And do not take an oath by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black. Let what you say be simply yes or no. Anything more than this comes from evil. So I'm still learning, I'm still maturing, I'm still getting in the word, and I understand there are parts of it that are locked, or sealed rather. And so I don't think this has been fully revealed to me, unlocked, unsealed to me. However, it's getting me thinking. So it's getting the gears turning in that I want to be a person who is just straight up like, yeah, I'm going to go, or no, I'm not. I don't want to be, I think it's kind of adjacent to being lukewarm a little bit. So I just did it today. Somebody asked me if I was going to be somewhere this weekend, and I was like, maybe, I don't know. But it's like I could just say, in this moment, no, I don't think I'm going to go. And so all expectations have been dashed at that point. And so if I do happen to go, great, fantastic. But if I don't go, I didn't give them that even slight chance that I'll be there. Oh, cutting out way back because I'm frozen now. But that's all I really have to talk about today. I hope this blesses someone. I hope this gets you to think. I hope this gets you in your word. I hope this gets you to think about your own actions. Have you been signing up for things and not showing up for them? I think it's just a good way to practice discipline and being a person who is like strongly yes or no. If you don't think you're going to go to something, don't even sign up for it, you know? So just start practicing being more intentional, either being all in or all out. Yes or no. You know, okay? You know in your heart of hearts whether or not you want to do or go to something or sign up for something and participate in something. You know, okay? And so don't be wishy-washy. And then don't turn yourself into a liar and say that you're going to go to something and then don't go. Just think about the person who could have been there, who could have been blessed by that event, who could have been blessed by that seminar, who could have been blessed by that conference. Think about that person. Let them get that opportunity. Don't waste it, okay? Let them get the opportunity if you have no intentions of actually going, or you're just, just kind of interested, because there's somebody out there who really needed that ticket, and you stole it from them, robbed them blind. So that's all I have for this live. I hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day, and until next time, if this thing will let me end the stream, all I have to say is goodbye.